Errol Spence getting ready for his upcoming 3-belt unification with Ugas. He working on Christmas Day. Let's take a look at it. Subscribe.
What day is that? We working.
Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys come in and smash that like button. Errol Spence is hard at work, getting ready for a tough fight. Sharpshooter out of Cuba, Yordenis Ugas. Looking forward to the fight. I predicted the fight. You know, I just do what I do, and I'm looking forward to it. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everybody. Very good to see Errol Spence Jr. in camp already. At least some type of soft camp. I don't know about his sparring and all that, but this is what you like to see. Errol Spence has stated publicly that there's times in the past where he ballooned up to high 180s, 190 even, and that doesn't look to be the case now. So I like Errol being more refined and trying to match or stay within a certain threshold with his weight. I think that's paramount for fighters, especially younger fighters. You know, fighters got to go through what they got to go through. Even Gervonta Davis, if you look at Gervonta Davis, he's had some weight woes in a couple of fights, but it looks like he's really locking in and knowing his responsibility as a professional fighter, how many people he's feeding himself, taking care of himself, doing well for himself. And you can extend your run for sure if you have the discipline to do so. So I'm always going to be an advocate of not just Errol Spence or Gervonta Davis getting their weight right, but anybody. You know, this is what's needed. And just from, you can look at the clips. These are brand new clips of Derrick James, trainer. Hey, Derrick James is ripped. Look at Derrick James. Shout out to Derrick James. Derrick James he's definitely keeping in shape. And I think that's good. You know, it's good to see the coach, because the coach, ideally, I would imagine, has to keep up with the fighters, especially if the fighters are younger. And, you know, it just sets a positive tone when the gym is in shape. Now, it's not mandatory. You know, we've seen some, like, no offense, but even Eddie Reynoso, he used to box, and that's Canelo, but Canelo's such a, you know, star or whatever, and they're eating good. Eddie Reynoso got the no boxing, no life. I feel like he's picked up some pounds over the, you know, and that's not to body shame nobody. I'm just being real. Like, Eddie Reynoso has picked up some pounds, and Derrick James, he's going in the opposite direction. He was actually bigger than he is now, and now he looks a lot more lean. So look at his arm. Like, Derrick James putting that work, and you would have known this if you watched the behind the scenes with, I believe it was Jermell Charlo, maybe even preparing for Castaño. They went on like a bike ride, and the whole team was suited up on bikes and ready to go. So I like it. I think it just overall sets a tone and a tonality for your gym. And there's only positives that can come from your trainer being in shape as well as the fighter being in shape. You know, you want Errol to be in shape, and if you're not in shape, it's not mandatory, but I mean, what is the fighter, like, imagine what would Errol Spence say if he's not maintaining his weight, and then Derrick James might be a little bit older than him, and he's a trainer and he's doing what's necessary, discipline, watching his nutrition. You know, I wouldn't want that, you know what I mean? So it almost puts kind of like a unspoken pressure on the fighters when the coach is in shape, because like, how my trainer, he got the discipline to do this, but I don't. So, you know, long story short, I've always been a proponent of that. So I like Errol Spence maintaining his weight, and he's in a wife beater. You could tell he's definitely maintained his weight, and it's still early in his camp. I don't even know when he's fighting. I think he's fighting February, March against Ugas. Dangerous fight. I've been saying the same thing. This leaves Terrence Crawford kind of in no man's land in the first and second quarter because everybody seems to be booked up. A lot of people, they want to try to prove me wrong and match wits with me. Good luck with that. But I'm here to deliver the facts. And I can't think of many guys outside of Jerron Boots Ennis, David Avanesian, you know, and a couple guys that really seem like realistic options for Crawford without him having to wait, because Keith Thurman, Mario Barrios, Jose Cito Lopez, Abel Ramos, Errol Spence Jr., Yordenis Ugas, Virgil Ortiz Jr., Michael McKinnison, those are ranked guys, highly ranked guys within the WBO. They're all booked up. It's been announced or it's been rumored that they have a return date, and these fights are behind the scenes pretty much made. So boom. I don't know what Terrence Crawford's gonna do, but Errol Spence, he looks like he's in his gym with his kids. I guess that's him as the Grinch. That's funny. You know, it's him and his girl. Yeah, that has to be him because that's his girl. You know, so he's the Grinch, but he's still putting in that work. So I love it. I can't wait for the fight. Errol Spence also posted, I guess people were angry fans. We've talked about this, but I guess angry fans were saying that he was so scared of Terrence Crawford that he got in it. Look, Errol Spence says, I crashed because I was running from Buddy. Is some dumb-ish IFYK. If you know, you know. So I don't know what this means fully, but I'm assuming angry fans that Errol Spence and Ugas are fighting, and as I just mentioned, Crawford's kind of on ice and doesn't really seemingly have a big name opponent that would big fish Errol. I guess people are now leaving comments or rumors saying that he got in a car wreck to run from Terrence Crawford. But I mean, yeah, he has kids. He's gonna try to kill himself vehicularly. I mean, that's just, it's beyond stupid. I'm not gonna spend too much time. I mean, if you think a man is gonna try to off himself vehicularly when he has a family to run from a fight, then you're beyond stupid. And like Errol Spence throwing up the bird, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. So at the end of the day, Errol Spence looks like he's taking care of himself. I can't wait for the fight. I will buy and support the fight. It's a 3-belt unification. Haters can get mad, but that's the reality of the decisions Errol Spence has made, the team he has, all this stuff. When you compound it, Errol Spence is big fish, like he's saying. And I don't understand why this is such a hard concept for people to grasp. See, I know there's a lot of people in boxing and they try to play dumb. Like, you're not dumb, but you try to play dumb. You Kaiser Soze. You trying to act like you can't understand how Errol Spence has the leverage when it's all too apparent. Listen, facts over feeling. FOF, facts over feelings. I don't care about your feelings. The world is not going to care about your feelings. Either Errol Spence and his team have branded him and it's acquitted him nicely and he's big fish, or he's not. And in my view, when it comes to the conversation, he's miles. I'm not talking about the fight. The fight, anybody can have a fight prediction. These guys are neck and neck. It's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the branding. And anybody that says anything less is uncivilized. So good to see Errol Spence is in the gym. I'll be talking about this more on the channel. For the latest and greatest, you need to subscribe to my channel. Happy holidays. And I'm out. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.